Okay, hi, I'm going to explain the math week 3, I think, 3 quiz, okay? By the way, I might be a little bit sick, I'm not sure. Um, we'll know later. Let's start, okay? So now, when you see volume and sphere, you have to think of one equation, which is going to be 4 over 3 pi r cubed, not squared, cubed. I'm gonna see in red. So on my calculator, by the way, radius is 6, so just put 6 over here. So when you do it on a calculator, you're gonna get 288 pi. Okay, that's it for part A. Now part B. What are they saying? So we took this sphere. By the way, this is the sphere that they're talking about. It's the same exact sphere. So this sphere is 288 pi. Okay, so now they put this sphere in this cylinder and they added 1 liter of water. By the way, you need to convert. Why? Because 1 liter is equal to 1000 centimeter cubed. Okay, now why centimeter cubed, you may ask? Because if you look closely, here they use centimeter and here they use centimeter. Okay, just like you know okay. Now now we want to find the total volume including the water and the sphere, which is this. So what we are going to do is 1000 centimeter cubed plus 288 pi. By the way, you must add the pi in your calculation, like when you're adding, okay, this pi, because like you just add it, okay, just add it. 1000 plus 288 pi on my calculator, and I'm going to get 1904.7. Actually, it's 109.5 rounded, okay? I like rounding values, okay? Okay, so now total volume is equal to 1905. Okay, so now what do we need to find? We need to find the height. Now we have the total, which is this, okay? So 1905. We need to find oh, by the way, they added the conversion here, by the way. Okay, so okay, when we're talking about water, liquids, and whatever, we're talking about volume. The formula is pi r squared h. Okay, so we're going to do equals to pi r squared, which is actually 7, which is here, 7 squared times h. Okay, so on your calculator, 1905 equals to pi times 7 squared times x. You are going to get 12.3 rounded, and you get 12. Okay, okay, that's it for 1. No, 2. Let's see, 2. Oh my god, what is this? Okay, now to find the sector angle x, we need values. We need so many values. Okay, so what do we have here? We have that the length is 10. By the way, what do these drawings mean? So we had a cone, okay, and then we cut it, and then we got this. Okay, that's it. Okay, so we want x. So we have the length, which is 10, and we have the radius, which is 4. We need to find the shaded area, which is also known as the arc, as you took last term, I think. Arc is equal to angle times 2. Okay, so to find the area of the shaded arc, we need to find the circumference, which is basically 2 pi r. Okay, so 2 times pi times 4, which is our radius. Okay, so we get that the circumference is 8r, 8 pi, sorry. But we need to think bigger, because this is not a full circle. We're talking about a circumference, which is like the circle. Okay, so we need to extend the circle. That is such a bad. Let me choose another color. Oh my god. Okay, wait. 8 pi. Oh, okay. We need to think bigger, and we need to extend the circle. So what we have here is that O is like the central part. Okay, so since we have our circle, we know that this line here is our radius. Let me choose a different color. This is our radius because it's extended from the central, like exactly the middle, which is the definition of a radius. Okay, so it's equidistant from whatever part you take from O. Okay, so you have this. Okay, so now we know that the line beside x is the radius. Okay, so now 2 pi r. But what is our r this time? Our r is this 10 here, okay? So 2 pi 10. So what is our answer? 20 pi. Now, there is a formula you need, okay? So this is arc, and this is full. The formula that we need is x, which is our angle, is equal to arc circumference over the full circumference, okay, multiplied by 360. So on my calculator, I'm going to do c, which is 8 pi over 20 pi. What is this, bro? What? Okay, pi multiplied by 360. What do you get? 144. Let's go. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so let me just explain again really quickly. So okay, we found this. Okay, first we found this, and then we had to find this. We have to think bigger. So we find the arc of first. We use this to find. You always use the circumference formula when they're talking about like these types of questions. Okay, so which is 2 pi r. Okay, that's it. You find it for this first, and then you find it for this. Okay, so that's it for those parts. Now part B. Honestly, let me just be so for real. This question never came in our AMS. Even the ministry or the regional, they said that they didn't get it for us. But like, but if I said this before I did the question, I knew you're gonna skip, especially you. I'm joking, sorry guys. Anyways, so what you need to know is the shaded area, which is this. So I'm just gonna say arc of AB, because that's what it is. It's this, okay? Is equal to the area of the sector minus area of OAB. What is that? OAB. Okay, that's it. Now, what color? Okay. So now, you have the area of a sector. You have a formula for it, which is basically just angle over 360 multiplied by pi r squared. Remember, when you're talking about area, you always do pi r squared. When you're talking about perimeter or circumference, you do 2 pi r. Okay, that's it. Okay, so you need to find the area of AOB. Now, if you remember what you took in term 1, which I hope you do, we found x to be 114. Now, 4144. Now, what is the area of a triangle when you have an angle? Easy. Just do 1 over 2. This is 10 and this is 10 as found here. So 1 over 2 times 10 times 10 times sine 144. I can't write, okay? So I'm just gonna here 1 over 2. I'm just gonna write 10 squared, okay? Sine. Okay, that's not gonna write 144. Okay, so our angle here is 144. So on my calculator, 144 over 360 multiplied by pi times r squared, which is r is 10 in this case. Okay, because we're talking about this sector thing, whatever. We're not talking about this. Okay, there's no shaded area here, so leave 4 as the radius. You don't ever use it for this part. Okay, so and then okay, minus 1 over 2. What? Sorry, what is this? Okay, 1 over 2 times 10 squared times sine 144. So what you get is 96.2, which is 92. Off. Okay, that's it. Okay, next question. Okay, now these oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so the formula parallelogram, it's very easy. It's just base times height. Now I know you're probably gonna think that this is the height. If you do it, no, that's not the height. This is the height. The height has to be perpendicular. So here I'm going to write height perpendicular. This is the That is not perpendicular. You know what I mean, okay? So it has to be perpendicular. It can't be slanted height. You don't use that ever. So our base here is 20. Now, how do you find this? What did you take? You took trigonometry. So you want the opposite, but you have the hypotenuse, which is 12. So what relates? It's so, okay? So sine 30 is equal to opposite اللي هو x over 12, or on your calculator to save time from doing this, just cross, why did I pick white? Okay, cross multiply, so it's going to get 12 sine 30, and just write that on your calculator, 12 sine 30. You get 6. So our perpendicular height is 6. So it's going to be 20 times 6, which is 120. That's it. Okay, this is really good. Okay, question number 4. Now, equilateral. What does equilateral mean? It means you have a triangle with all equal sides. Now, when you have all equal sides, what does this mean? This means that the angle is all equal. They all have the same angle. So what's the total angle of a triangle? It's 180. Divided by 3, because you have 3 angles. And you're going to get that each angle is 180. Guys. Okay, so 60. So, okay, so we have 60, okay? So angle equal to, what is that? 60, okay? We have the side length. Now, just going to represent it for you guys. 10 radical 2, 10. They all have the same height because they're equilateral, okay? It's in the name equal, okay? 10 radical 2, and here's 60. Here's 60. Here's 60, okay? Now, what formula did you take? You took the 1 over 2, this, you can choose any angle you want, so you can choose this one. I'm going to choose this one. So I'm going to do this, 10 radical 2 times sine 60, which is the angle between our two sides, times this side beside it. On my calculator, 1 over 2 times, you can just do 10 radical 2 and then square it, but use brackets. So I mean like this, 1 over 2, let me choose a different color, hold on. 1 over 2, 10 radical 2 squared times sine, on your calculator. It saves you time and it's like, same answer, bro, same answer. So I got 50 radical 3, which is correct. Next question. These questions are fine, guys, they're not that bad. You should see our math book. Now, when you think of right triangle, what do you think of? I think of the angle 90. Okay, so what I'm going to do, 1 over 2, 25 times 25 times 20 times sine 90 is just 1, I think. Let me check. It's 1, yeah, times 1. So 1 over 2 times 25 times 20, which is going to be 250. Come on, guys, too easy, bro. I hate my life. Actually, I take that back. Let me choose dark blue. Oh my god. Now, the drawing scale. How do you find the scale? So basically what you do is you have to convert it. So we convert the actual length, okay? Look about it, look. 96 feet equal to question in 1F equals to 12. Oh, 12 inches. Just cross multiply. So it's going to be 96 times 12. You get 1152. Now, you do the drawing over the actual, which is 1152, okay? You're going to get 1 over 288, or 1288. Okay, that's it for this one. The actual width. Now, what you do, it's the drawing for the length. It's 4 over 96, okay? And then equals to, we have this here, so we do 2 over x. Cross multiply, and you get 48. Okay, that's it. Oh my god, I lost my will to live. Okay, this one, just all you need to do, you add everything. So on your calculator, 1.4 plus 1.6 plus 1.7 plus 1.2 plus 2.1, and then multiplied by 150. so you get 1200. So add them all and then multiply by 150 because it's the scale. That's it. Oh my god, I'm scared. Oh my gosh. Okay, part A. Now, when you think of cylinder, you have to think of the volume, by the way. Okay? So the formula is pi r squared each. So we have the volume, so it's equal to 1 to 5 pi. And the height here is 5. So we need to find the radius. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to replace with the values I have. So pi r squared we don't have times 5 equals to 1 to 5 pi. On my calculator, pi x squared times 5 is equal to 1 to 5 pi. So what I get is 5. Okay? Part B. Okay. Now, for what question is this? 8? Okay, so for part B, you really need to focus. So I'm not sure if you were focusing when you took this in class, but side over side gives us a constant. I will call it K. Area over area gives us a constant called K squared, because area, just think, area you're doing side times side, صح? It's this, okay, this is one dimensional, this is two dimensional. Now, volume over volume is equal to K what cubed, because it's three dimensional. Here you're just doing like line. It's like a paper. This is like a paper. This is like an actual, let me change the color. This is like an actual shape. Like find the area of a triangle. That's a square, okay? So you're doing it squared. This volume you need to find, it's like this, it's like a cube, okay? So just remember these. These are very important. These, okay? Now we do the new volume. Oh, we need to find the volume of a cone first. Sorry guys. Volume of a cone. The formula is h over 3 times pi r squared. Our height is 9 over 3 times pi times r, which is, oh, by the way, r is the exact same as this one, as this radius, because they're on top of each other, and see, they perfect fit. So really squared. So what you get is you get let me check, 9 over 3 pi r squared. Okay, so you get 75 pi. Okay, so we need to find the total volume, 55 pi, and we need to add it to the volume of the which is, you got 125 pi equals to 200 pi. Okay, that's it. Now for this one, we need to focus. Remember, oh my god, remember the thing I said, side over, okay, I'm gonna write it again, meter. Okay, side over side is equal to K, area over area is equal to K squared. Volume over volume is equal to K cubed. Okay, now what are we dealing with? Let me choose a different color. We're dealing with volume, so we choose this one. Okay, now, by the way, I forgot to say, you put new over old. New. Okay, so here, new volume over old. What is our new volume? The new volume is this one. So 5400 pi. Oh my god, what is that pi? Okay, and our old volume is 200. Okay, now on your calculator I want you to do this. So you get 5400 over 200 pi, so you get 27. Best. Okay, so we get 27, but we need to follow this, so it's equal to K cubed. We need to follow these rules. Okay, so K, we need to find the volume of K, because K is called our scale factor. I think that's what you should call it. Okay, so the new value, the new k is basically 3, because so you just do this 3. Okay, so now what do you do now? صح, we found that k is equal to 3. This is our scale factor. What does scale factor mean? We are multiplying, so you just multiply, so it's 5 times 3. You are multiplying your old radius by 3. So you're increasing it by a scale factor of 3. So you're scaling it 3 times. So instead of having 5, you have 15. Because you're doing 1, 2, and then 3. Here's 15. Okay, that's it. That's all you need to know. Let's go. Question 9. Okay. What the hell is this? Yo. Okay. I'm gonna be so for real. I've never gotten a question like this in the AMS. I think this is how I solve it, okay? So we'll just see. First of all, we need to know the shape we have. Okay, area. شو area? أول شيء, I'll start with the area. It's pi r squared. Diamond thing of 2. Pi r squared, okay? Now, it's a semicircle, but it's also half, because the shaded area. شو يعني shaded? It's like this. Best you're doing. It's 1/4. Okay, just okay, 1/4. So what I'm going to do is 1/4 times pi times 20. By the way, the diameter 20. Let me deal with this first. Okay, let me just zoom in. Circle of diameter 20 centimeter. So this whole thing is 20. No, this whole thing is 20. So what is our radius? So radius small. This is the small circle, and this is the big circle. Okay. The radius of the small circle is 10 divided by 2. Okay. So I'm just going to do that. Okay. Now, semicircle with radius 20 centimeter. Okay. Now. Okay. Now, we have a semicircle, and they want the area. Okay. So you're going to do 1/2 because it's a semicircle. You're dividing it by 2. بعدين, when we're like in a later step, we're gonna divide it also by 2 because it's quarter. Okay. So what we do is 1/2 pi r is 20. 20 squared. Okay. So we get 200 pi. Okay, let me change the color. So now it's a semicircle, but we have half a circle. So what do? You divide by 2. Quarter a circle. Okay, but there's still a problem. Okay, when you're doing the 1/4, you're measuring this whole thing. We want this and not this. So what do? We do minus. Now, that's however. So, and then this we did divide by 2. By the way, you can just, instead of doing divide by 2 again, just do 1/4 if that's what you want. It's the same exact thing, okay? So you get 100 pi. 100 pi. You need to subtract it by the area of half this circle. So it's going to be 1/2 times pi times, what is our radius? They said the diameter is 20, so radius is equal to 10 because divided by 2. Okay, so just divide it by 2. So it's going to be 10 squared. Now what do we get? We get 50 pi. So we get that the answer is 50 pi of the shaded region. Great. Okay, that's it for perimeter. Now, okay, I'm just going to explain something for you really quickly. Now, what is the difference between area and perimeter? Okay, so area is this space. Okay, it's like swimming in a swimming pool, but the perimeter is like walking around the swimming pool. So you're also around the borders. Okay, like I don't know how to explain it, but like I think that makes sense. To me it does. Okay, so now perimeter, we apply the rule, which is 2 pi r. 2 pi r, okay? This, okay? This we do divided by 4, right? Right? Okay, so we do 2 2 pi. Oh my god, what's wrong with my calculator? 2 pi. Now, what is our radius? Our radius, we're talking about the big circle now. This big circle. We'll deal with the small circle later. So the big circle, our radius is going to be 20 square. 20. Okay, so just over 4. So I'm going to get that the perimeter or the circumference, is the same thing, of the big circle is 10 pi. Oh my god. 10 pi. Okay, now we need to also think about the smaller circle. Okay, so it's going to be smaller circle. Since we're only thinking about this. Okay, we only divide this big circle by 4, but we divide the small circle by 2, because we're like, this is how I think of it. Okay, صح, it's usually a complete circle. Okay, so it's going to be, usually if we're measuring the whole circle, like let's say this whole thing is shaded, it's going to be pi r squared. Best. Let me change the color. Now, what if I want half the circle? We divide it by 2. Okay? As if you want 1/4 of the circle, which is only this part, we divide it by 4. But if we want only this shaded area, we do minus, okay, this, because we don't want this part. So we do 1/2 pi r squared. Okay? Just like keep that rule in mind. So we got 10 pi. صح? Okay, anyways, 10 pi. Now we need to add, because the perimeter is all about adding. So we need to find the perimeter of this. Okay, so here it's 10. So it's going to be 1/2, because we're only wanting this semicircle. I mean, not semi, I mean half. It is semicircle, yeah. Oh my god. Times. Okay, so it's going to be 1/2, 2, because it's perimeter. Pi r, which is 10, so 100. 10 squared. 2 pi times 100, so you get. Oh no, you don't square, guys, you don't. Stupid. So you get 10 pi. Best. We need to also talk about this, because like the perimeter, you just need to add this 20. Okay, so it's going to be plus 20. So it's going to be 20 pi plus 20. That's it. 10. Oh, I'm scared. Oh my god, bro, this is so. Okay, whatever. Okay, so remember, like last term, you took the cosine rule. Okay, so what's the cosine rule? So what angle do we need to find? We need to find LKN. I'm just actually gonna zoom in really a lot. Okay, a radius 1 centimeter. That's for later. Okay, we need to find K. How do we do that? Now we need to use. By the way, let me just put the numbers. LM is 5. MN is 3. Now, صح, before they said that the radius is equal to 1 centimeter. Perfect. So here it's 1. Now the whole thing here is 3. So what is this? It's 2. Same thing here. So here it's 1. The whole thing is 5. So what's GN? GN is 4. Okay, so I'm just going to remove everything and rewrite my numbers. So 1, and then we have 2, and then GN is 4. Okay, now the cosine rule of this triangle. Wait, where was the 3.2? L, ln 3.2. Okay. So now, since we have a parallelogram, this is literally equal to this. Okay. So if you want to find this, it's actually much easier. It's the same thing when you're finding this. Okay. So what do? You do adjacent squared plus adjacent squared. So it's going to be 3 squared plus 5 squared minus opposite squared. And then you do 2 times adjacent times adjacent. Okay. All of this to the power of cosine minus 1. So on your calculator, shift cosine, so you get cosine minus 1. 3 squared plus 5 squared minus 3.2 squared. Oh my god. Squared 2 times 5 times 3. I get 30. Sorry. I get 37.6, which is 38. That's it. Let's go. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, okay. I'm gonna cry. Okay, let's stop crying, guys. Okay, so I'm just gonna. Oh my god, why do I have to erase it, bro? 5, 3, 1, 1 as the radius. Okay, and then GN is 4, LH is 2. Okay, now the per area of the shaded region. Now, how do we get the area of the shaded? Okay, so we find the area of the whole thing minus this thing. Okay, so now we need to find the area of a parallelogram. How do you find that? Very easily, just do base times height. What type of height? If you say slanted height, I'm gonna John Cena move. I'm gonna do a John Cena move. No, it's the perpendicular height. Okay, why did I say John Cena move? Oh my god. What is our total base? Our total, the biggest base we have, which is 5. So 5 multiplied. Do we have the perpendicular? Let me just highlight it. Oh, this is a nice color. Oof. This is the perpendicular height we want. And oh, by the way, the angle here is 38. I'm just gonna write that because I have no space. So, what rule do we have? We have, we want to find the opposite. So, I'm gonna use sine. So sine 38 is equal to opposite over hypotenuse, which is 3. The whole hypotenuse. So it's going to be, you can just cross multiply. So it's going to be 3 sine 38. So 3 sine 38, we get 1.8. So 1.8. That is the area of our whole parallelogram. Okay, so it's going to be 5 times 1.8. Okay, and you get 9. Yeah, that's it. Now we need to find the area of the unshaded region. Okay, so keep this in mind. So our total area, I'm gonna actually, area of parallelogram is equal to 9. Now we need to find area of what's it called? The sector. Now sector. What am I? Okay, area of the sector. Okay, so sector area. There's a formula for it. It's the angle over 360. Now we're talking about area, so we use pi r squared. Oh, squared. Ew. So what's our angle? Our angle is 38. So put it, so 38 over 360 multiplied by pi. What's our radius? Our radius is 1. Because here, see, big 1. Okay. So the answer is very small. So you're going to do, area of sector is equal to 0.3. Now, what do? We need to find the shaded area. So this is all of it, and this is the unshaded. So we do 9 minus 0.3. So 9 minus 0.3, you get 8.6. Round it, because they're saying round to the nearest whole number. It's going to be it's going to be 9. Okay, same exact thing. Perimeter, best. Okay, what you need to remember from perimeter, all you need to know is the oh my god, perimeter is adding all sides. Okay, so now sector, what's it called? Okay, let's just find the perimeter of the parallelogram. So it's basically just adding this to this to this to this. Okay, so we're just going to do 3 plus 3 plus 5 plus 5. Okay, so the whole thing is 16. Now, what is the perimeter of the sector, which is going to be P S is equal to theta over 360. Anything about sector, area over 360 times, if they want area, pi r squared. If they want perimeter, 2 pi r. Okay, pi times 2 times 1. So it's going to be by the way, this is here. So 38 over 360 times pi times 2 times 1. The once again, it's very small, so 0.6. So I'm going to do 16 minus answer. You get 15.3. That's it. Rounded, you get 15. Oh, I'm actually gonna kill myself. What's these questions, bro? 11. Okay, add these all and then multiply by 100. So 1.8 plus 1.4 plus 1.8 plus 1 plus 1.4. Multiplied by 100, you get 740. That's it. Guys, this is so fun and whimsical and nice and ew, I hate my life. Okay, nice question. Alright. Okay, so 2 pins, we multiply this by 2 because look, okay, let me read the question. A lab technician has 2 pins of diluted acid that he will disperse in identical cylindrical test tubes, each having a radius of 1 and the height of, oh my god, and the height of 4 inches. The technician fills each tube up with diluted acid up to 85% of its capacity. Given that one, okay, whatever, okay? Just read yourself, guys. My voice hurt. Who is DMing me? What the hell? Anyway, sorry, got carried out. Anyways, so they want so they say 2 pins of diluted acid. So we do 28.875 times 2. Okay. There's no how do I say it? There's no formula to know. You just need to know how to solve this. Times 2. Okay, so you get 87.75. So it's going to say 87. Oh my god, 57. Sure, 87. 57.75. Now, they're talking about filling with acid. What does acid? Acid is a liquid. So liquid means filling up something with a volume. So we need to find the volume's cylinder's volume, which is pi r squared h. So what's the radius? The radius is 1 inch. So it's going to, and what's the height? The height is, so it's just pi times 1 times 4, which is just there. Just erase everything because I need space, a lot of space. So it's just going to be 4 pi. Now they give us a boundary. They say that we filled up to 85% of its capacity. So 85 over 100. So on your calculator, 4 pi. Oh my god. Oh, stop it. 4 pi. Times 0.85. I'm lazy, okay? So what do we get? We get 10.6. Now, that is only. Wait, let me just. Okay, so 10.6. However, this is only for one volume. So we want 2 pins. Okay, so just going to do 57.75 over 10.6. 57.75 over okay, 10.6. Okay, so basically what you do, you divide the total by the capacity he's using. Okay, so what you get 5.4. Now you can't round because you want to know how many complete test tubes you can fill up to the 85th% capacity. Now in reality you can't fill 5.4 fully prepared, so it's 5. You can't round. Even if it's 5.9, the answer is still going to be 5. You just can't, bro. Okay, you can't. Now, if they don't get this type of question, they're gonna get one about either, I forgot what it's about. It's like a fish tank, fertilizer, or like football field. I think it was ammonia or something like that. The answer is just one. Just memorize the one, okay? Either this one or the other one, okay? Oh my god, I'm scared, bro. I'm scared of these questions. Oh my god, I love you. Okay, so all you need to do, this multiplied by this and equals to this multiplied by, what do I mean? So basically this, which is 8, multiplied by all of this, so it's going to be 8 plus 4 is equal to x multiplied by this whole thing, so 10 plus x. Do on your calculator, you get 6. I hope. Bruh. Oh my gosh. 90 degree into radians. 90 degree over 1. Now, you might be asking, how do I know how to change? So basically, look, I'm going to teach you a trick. When you're trying to convert from angle to radian, you always have to cancel. You know what I mean? So you have to cancel by 180 degrees multiplied by pi. So you're going to get 90 equals to pi over 180. So basically you get 1 over 2 pi. Okay? So now, let's say I'm going to give you a small exercise, okay? So radians, 2 degrees. Let's say I have pi over 3 and I want it in degrees. This is nothing to do with the question. This is like extra revision, because like we need it, guys. Trust me. So how many degrees is it? So now we want to cancel the pi. So how do we do it? We do pi and what? Now whatever is not in the like pi slot, you pull it with 180. So you cancel this, you cancel this, you cancel this, you cancel this, you get like 60. Okay, 60 degrees. Anyways, back to our lesson. It's going to be, let me just zoom in a little bit more, because like rays are and length 15. Okay, so we get here pi over 2. Okay, now the total length is 15, so p q r, this is all 15. So now what do we do? So 15, we want to equal it to r multiplied by, let me just brackets, pi over 3 plus pi over 2. Okay, on your calculator, 15 equals to x multiplied by, actually, you know what, your calculator won't be able to read. When you do shift calc equal, just replace the pi by 1. Just do it, okay? Because it mixes up with your calculations. Anyways, so it's going to be 1 over 3 plus 1 over 2. Now, what you get that r is equal to 18. Okay, now 18 do equal, you do multiply by 1 over 3. Just cancel is going to be 3, it's going to be 6. Alright, so basically we're talking about oh my gosh, surface area of a sphere or volume. Okay, now 4 over 3 pi r cubed is equal to this. So 5, 3, 2, 4 over 3 pi. We need to find r. So 4 over 3 pi times x to the power of 3 equals to 5, 3, 2, 4 over 3 pi. So what do you get? You get that our radius is equal to 11. R is equal to 11. Now, we need to find the surface area. What's the surface area volume? It's just 4 pi r squared. So 4 times 11 squared is going to be 484. Fine. That's it. 16. Okay. This is nice. I like this question. So basically, 10. Oh my god, why did I write it like that? But 10 pi is equal to circumference 2 pi r. Okay, so radius is equal to 5. So then we do pi r squared, pi 5 squared to 25. Oh my god. Okay, this looks hard, but it's not that hard. Okay, so from here to here, how much is it? It's actually, let me zoom in like a lot more. Okay, radius here to here, radical 7. So actually no, from here this is smarter. You'll know why now. Okay, so we want to find, first of all, what we're gonna do, we want to find the shaded region. So I'm going to find the total. Now we need to find the thing of the square. So I'm going to do like this. So it's going to be 7. So the diameter, which is actually the side of the square, is going to be radical 7 times 2. So it's going to be 2 radical 7. This is for the square. Now we're talking about a surface area, because we're talking about area. So what is the area of the square? Side s squared. So this squared. So you're going to get 28. So 28 is the whole thing. We're going to subtract it by the area of our square. Okay, so it's pi times radical 7. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, by the way, instead of pi we use this. Okay, so we get minus 22. So 28 minus 20. By the way, I did for this one pi, which is actually 22 over 7 times 7. I keep writing 2. Okay, so it's going to be 6. That's it. Oh, we're so close to finishing, guys. We're so close. I smell the freedom. I like this. So it's basically just 4 over 3 pi or cubed, because you see this, even I mixed up, bro. Anyways, you have 3 here and you have 3 here. So it's going to be 4 over 3 pi times x to the power of 3, because we want the radius. By the way, we did this question like right now. Like. Can you stop? Okay, we get 11. And that's it. Last question, guys. Last question. Let's do this. Oh my gosh. Okay. That's something. Okay, so basically, oh my god. Okay, now, okay, we want to find the area of the total shaded region. So we do total minus unshaded. Okay, so what's our total area? We're just going to do pi r squared, which is going to be 144 pi minus, don't forget that. Now, are you gonna be smart? Yes, you are. You can see that this is a quarter of a circle. Yeah, it's 1/4. So you're just going to do 1/4 times the area, which you got is 144 pi. So 1/4 times 144 pi. What do you get? You get 36 pi. So 144 minus 36, 108. Let's go, guys. I may have guessed this whole quiz Hey, 1 minute, that's really good. Anyways, let me do like a very quick revision of the formulas, which I don't remember. Okay, go back. Um, anytime now, any day. Okay. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. Okay, so this is going to be the formula of the volume of a sphere is going to be 4 over 3 pi r cubed. Volume. When you're talking about volume, it's over 3 because it's three-dimensional. You know what I mean? Because like you have a height, you have a width, and you have a length. Okay, and then we have the area of a circle. Sector. Actually, sector is more important. It's going to be. Actually, let me just. Okay. Area of a sector is equal to angle over 360 multiplied by pi r squared, and perimeter or circumference of a sector is equal to pi or 360, yeah, you know what I mean, times 2 pi r. Now, you might be asking, why is there a difference here? Because here we're talking about area, here we're talking about perimeter, circumference. That's everything you need to know for the circle. And if it's like a semicircle, it's going to be 1 over 2 whatever they want, area or perimeter. And if it's 1/4 of a circle, it's 1 over 4 whatever they want. That's everything you need to know for the circle. Now, oh my god, I forgot the. Okay, so okay, 1 over 2 is a b sine whatever. It's like this, a b c. Okay, so what? Yeah, so we remember the scale factors. Scale, which is side over side, is equal to k. Area over area is equal to k squared. And our volume over volume is equal to k cubed. Let's go. And then we also have our, like, I think I covered most of the relevant formulas that's coming in the like exam, like the 4 over 3 pi r squared, the 4 pi r squared, and the 1 over is it h over 3 pi r squared, and that's everything you need. If you have any questions, I might not be able to help because like I'm joking. No. Yeah, that's it. Bye guys. I hope you understood.